What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of Chiefs Chat, episode 76. And I've got some fun stories to share, okay? I've got some fun things to tell, okay? Because guess what, man? I had a great weekend. I had a fantastic weekend. Because I was at the Chiefs versus Vikings preseason matchup. I was in attendance. I was at Arrowhead Stadium. Section 313. Watched the whole thing. It was fun. It was great. And guess what, man? I got to watch a couple of Chiefs touchdowns in person. The first time in 600 days that any Chiefs fan has been able to do that, man. It's been so long, okay? But things are finally starting to get back to normal. Obviously, still got to take safety precautions. That's obviously number one priority. But you know what, man? It felt good to be there. It felt good to watch the Chiefs play some football, okay? At Arrowhead Stadium. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was a great experience. A lot of fun things happened. I had my girlfriend there. I had a couple of my friends there, and we just had a blast. We just had a great time. Obviously I'm not in Kansas City right now, so, heading back to Kansas City, just having a great weekend, felt good, felt nice. But obviously we're going to talk about this football game. We're going to talk about what happened. Because unfortunately, I was a little upset about this, obviously I was upset, because Patrick Mahomes was phenomenal. He was incredible, and I didn't get to see it, okay? I was a little bit late, and you guys already know, if you've been to a Chiefs game, the traffic gets bad around Arrowhead Stadium, especially, towards game time. So, you know what? I got a little backed up. I was mad. I was upset, okay? It was upsetting to see, man. It was knowing that Patrick Mahomes was just balling out in there. It was tough to have to wait, have to wait for the traffic. But you know what? I sucked it up. It was fine. Got into the stadium, had a great time. But it was still tough to miss those couple of touchdown passes. Patrick Mahomes was on fire. He was great. And I tried to tell you guys, okay? A lot of people talking about Patrick Mahomes' performance in the Cardinals game. Getting a little worried, getting a little hesitant about his performance this year. But like I said, okay, if this guy wants to score the ball, he's going to score, especially when Tyreek Hill is on the field. Do not overestimate the value of Tyreek Hill. Don't underestimate the value of Tyreek Hill, Two very important things that you cannot do if you are a defense playing against the Kansas City Chiefs. Frankly, you can't do it. You got to make sure you keep tabs on Tyreek Hill. And they weren't able to do that. They just weren't. And guess what makes this even better? Bashaud Breeland. Freaking Bashaud. I didn't even know who it was at first. I was like, who is that corner? This guy's a scrub. But it was Bashaud Breeland, ex-Chiefs cornerback who left us this offseason. Come on, man. You gotta get better. And then he puts this tweet up after the game. It's like, pal, last time I checked, the Chiefs don't have the Vikings on their regular season schedule. So do you mean to tell me that the Kirk Cousins-led Vikings are going to make the Super Bowl this year? I don't think that's going to happen. Frankly, I just don't. That's an unrealistic opinion there, Rashad. It doesn't matter what team you're on. You got to think realistically. This team probably won't even make the playoffs. I don't think they will. They're not that good of a team. They're probably going to go 8-9 this year. They're just not very good. But we'll see. Rashad, he seems to think he knows everything. So let's see. Let's see what happens. And obviously, I'm not trying to be mean to Bashaud Breeland, but it's just kind of funny, man. It's just kind of laughable. Okay? And this guy, obviously a Chiefs legend for getting that pick in Super Bowl 54. But it's like, man, just not a good look for Bashaud. Just kind of tough. But anyway, okay, let's continue talking about this football game because Deandre Baker was kind of a guy I wanted to talk about. He did pretty good, and I really like the way Deandre Baker has been playing all preseason. I think he definitely earned that spot over Mike Hughes, and they were targeting him quite a bit. There was only one route that he couldn't cover, and you know what? It was all right because he made up for it. He did some great things, right after he blew that route. It was just, great to see from Deandre Baker. I think he's doing some great things. He's been phenomenal. And let's not count out this Gore guy. I'm not sure what his first name is. His last name is Gore. He wears number 40. That's all I know. I'm sorry, I'm a casual. But he is very, very good. He's been showing out. He's been doing some great things in preseason. Okay, I sat there myself, watching that huge touchdown run. I was pumped up. I was so excited. The atmosphere at a Chiefs game is just next level. Even without fans being in the stadium for, however many days, I think it was almost close to a couple of years since, fans have been at the stadium. The atmosphere is still just as good as it always was. It's just fantastic to see. It's great to be a part of. It's fantastic to be a part of a fan base that's just so dedicated to their football team. Sucks to be a Chargers fan. But yeah, Arrowhead Stadium, Chiefs Kingdom, fantastic. I love the fans out there. Just great. Incredible atmosphere. So, fantastic game, and I had some fun. It was great. It was wonderful to see. And the defense looks solid. The defense looks great. And obviously Patrick Mahomes, to reiterate my point, he can score whenever he needs to score. Another guy who was doing a great job, okay, in Friday's game was Gore. Fantastic running back. I mean, he was doing some great things. But unfortunately, okay, I mean, he was having a great preseason too. You know, it's hard for anyone to really expect much more out of this guy. He was doing fantastic, breaking a lot of tackles, you know, and obviously it could have something to do with the fact that our offensive line is definitely better. But he was still just doing some fantastic stuff in the open field. But unfortunately, okay, we all knew this was coming. You know, a group of players did get cut by the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, Gore did happen to be one of those players, you know, and I fully expect him and also Darwin freaking Thompson to be back on the practice squad. I'm going to be pretty upset if they're not back. Okay, Darwin Thompson. I mean, it's hard to understand why we're not giving this guy a shot. I mean, I think Darwin Thompson definitely should be our number 3 running back. Number 4 running back, you know, at the lowest, not off the team. Darwin Thompson is very, very electrifying. I mean, he's a great player. I'm not sure why we're cutting him. You know, it's a little upsetting to see. But you know what? I mean, I can't question Brett Veach. I can't question the front office. I can't question Andy Reid. I just can't, you know. They're fantastic. Incredibly smart. You know, but it does leave me wondering. You know, Gore doing some great things. Darwin Thompson, a proven fantastic guy in the locker room to have. Great running back to have. I mean, a very, very electrifying player, but they're not on our team anymore. They better be back on the practice squad or I'm going to be upset. We cannot let these guys go to a different team. We've got a lot of fantastic running backs on the squad. So anyway, that's all I really got, okay, for Chiefs Chat. I'll see you guys in the next Chiefs Chat. Peace out.